Father, Lord. Father, Lord, you said in your word. So I've always known that a time would come when I will eventually share the story, but I did not know that that day is today. Welcome back to my channel. Before we moved to where we're living now, there was always a story behind that, because when we first got married, my husband and I, we didn't really have any plan of moving. It was a nice little apartment. We just loved having it to ourselves until we got pregnant, and then we now like, we need more space for the baby to play around. The apartment we lived in did not have a backyard that we can hang out. We didn't even have a porch area, so we knew that we had to move. So we started looking into different places we wanted to move to. But at that time, I think that was between 2022 and 2023, then the prices for renting was really ridiculously high. It was like so high. I remember talking to one of my friends because she had a plug for a lot of things. So I was like, hey, we're looking to move, and she asked me how much our budget was, and I told her, and she started laughing. She was like, you're not going to find anything like that. My husband's barber, my husband was just telling him, hey, we're looking for a place to move, and when he asked for our budget, my husband told him, he said, you need to carry a gun and go and shoot somebody for you to get a place for that price. But one thing about living in places is I've always had that track record of God coming through for me in those areas of my life. When I first moved to Canada, moving from high school to university, that was like a miracle. I literally had to take a leap of faith. I did a FaceTime of the place I wanted to live. It was a far place from Toronto. I did not drive. I couldn't like go and see the place and then come back. I didn't have that luxury. So I took a leap of faith. I trusted a realtor that I just found on, I think it was Marketplace, on one of the listings on my university website. She did a FaceTime with me. I paid the rent and I showed up on the first day, and God was so faithful. It was a real place. I lived there, and even when I was ready to move into a non-shared apartment after university, guys, maybe I should do a video about that testimony, because that is a testimony on its own. Eventually, when my husband and I were ready to move, the rent market was too high. But one thing is that God had done it for me before, and I knew that it was not something difficult for him to do. It was whether the time was right or not. To me, physically it was right. We were having a kid, we needed more space, it was time. But things were not working. One thing about me is that I am a queen of specificity. I was very specific. I was like, God, I need a place that has either a garage, a porch, or a backyard. It wasn't that it has to have all three. I was like, I need one out of those three. I need a place that have stairs, that the upstairs is different from the downstairs, and a number of bedrooms, you know, the living area and everything. I had all these things written down, and to be honest, if you read it, you'll be like, this girl, you're a thief. Because the amount of money we were willing to spend and the expectation was pretty high. Anyway, we looked to the point that I was even having panic attacks because of how it wasn't forthcoming. We were going to see so many places. If you have ever hunted for a place in Canada, maybe it's in Ontario only, let me speak for the one I know, you will know that this thing is a crazy thing. I was heavily pregnant. One of the major reasons why we really had to move, our landlord was living like right above us. You know, even when we're praying, you hear bangs on the door. It was just one thing or the other. So we knew it was time to move. But where are we gonna go to? So I'm bringing it up in every prayer point. Father, Lord. Father, Lord, you said in your word, this is it. We need to get out of this place. We need a bigger space. This landlord is stressing us. Did not happen. Yeah, it didn't happen. I was so pained. I was like, but God, why? We stayed in that place until we had our son. Honestly, I was just like, God, please move us out of this place. We stopped searching. Now, I was on mat leave. Technically, you have less money coming in, right? Because two people are no longer fully employed. I'm only getting like 55% of what I used to earn before. So there's less money coming. I can't remember what exactly happened, but 6 or 7 months after our baby had come, we started searching for a place. I don't even know why. Not because we had more income coming, but we just started searching for a place. We went to see so many places. I remember one day we came back and my husband looked at me and he said, babe, do you understand that we cannot stop now? I said, why are you saying that? And he said, because All these places we have been going to see, we have been taking our son, and you know, it was really little. By the time you drive from point A to point B, he's probably sleeping. We come down, we carry him, he wakes up, and he was like, we can't put our child through this stress and then say, okay, because we are not finding, we need to stop. And I was like, okay, no problem. We agreed on that, and we decided to go forward with it. Every day we will see like 3 to 4 places. Once my husband gets home from work, he will rest for a bit. We're out showings here and there. There was no place we did not see. And to be honest, there were certain places that we saw, but they were like way out of our budget. I have a rule. I tell my husband, even though you don't like the place, try to pretend like you like, don't be rude. But this day we went to see this place, and I hated the place so much because the landlord would have to come from downstairs and go through the living room to do his or her laundry. I was like, what? And you said this is a private place? How is this private? So when we came out of our showing, the agent was like, so what do you guys think? I said, I hate the place. Like, I was not mincing words. And she was like, what are you guys looking for? So then going through my checklist, backyard porch, this, that, kitchen is separate, because that is very specific to my husband. My husband hates it when the kitchen is in the living room. It's like, I don't want to be smelling like my pot of beans that is cooking. By the time we told her everything, she was like, what is your budget? We told her our budget. She was like, I don't know how you're going to find a place like that within that budget. But there's this place that we listed, but we took it off the market for a while. We were about to list it, but I can show you guys first. We said, let's go and see. She said the place has a backyard. We walked into this place, just checking off the box. Backyard, check. Living room separate, check. Bathroom, check. There's, up and down in the place, check. We said we're gonna take the place. That's how we found the place. When we found the place, they had listed it and took it off the market for a while, but they're about to relist it again because nobody took it. So me and my husband were like, why didn't anybody take this place? This is a lovely, fine place in a wonderful neighborhood, family friendly. There's lots of parks. What happened? The price was like $5 or $10 above our budget, but we were willing to do it. To tell you how well orchestrated this place was for us, when we were signing the lease, they sent us a lease document. I don't know what happened. In fact, we had a conversation with the agent. We're like, this is our budget. And she was just like, you guys should maybe just leave it as it is, because once we list it, there's going to be a lot of people that will probably come for it and all of that. But when we were signing the lease, the landlord even removed that $10. We never had a conversation with the landlord. When we got the place, I was just researching. I'm like, this kind of nice place. What is there something that we don't know? Right? And I started searching. So they had listed this place. It was like $400 more than our budget. That was in July, the year we moved in. They had listed it in July. Nobody took it. They put it down. Then they now relisted it, reduced the price. It was now $300 more than our budget. They listed it. Nobody took it. They brought it down from the website again. Then they now relisted it in August. Nobody took it. It was like $200 more than our budget. Nobody took it. They brought it down again. That's why the agent was saying that they are going to release it again. Do you know what it made me understand? This was the place for us. God had already prepared the place for us, but he wanted to make sure that the place is ready before we get in. Already knew that this is our budget. Nobody was taking it. Why? Because God blinded the eyes of others, because he had prepared it for his own children. Let me tell you something. If you have God and you are aligned to God, he takes care of his own. And I just really hope that this testimony today spoke something to you and you are encouraged by it. I don't know what it is that you seem to be waiting on God for, but trust in the Lord. It's going to come true. It's going to come to pass at the appointed time. Now, when we had the opportunity to meet the landlord was telling us that the person that had lived here, the only reason they moved was because apparently their visa had expired. And because of a lot of immigration changes, they couldn't do it. So they had to move back to their home country. That was the year. They were still living here in the year I was breaking my head. God, why? Why has this house not happened? I want to move so bad. But he said, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor has it entered into the hearts of man, the plans that God has for his children. And that testimony, every now and then there's something I'm going through in my life, but I look at where I live now and I'm like, this is a testimony. I don't need any sign. I don't need God to prove himself again just because XYZ has not happened. But God has proven himself enough in my life for me to begin to doubt whether he is able or not. You may be house hunting, you may be looking for a spouse. At the appointed time, just make sure you are in him, you are waiting in God, and he will make it come to pass at the right time. And guess what? His right time is the right time. It's never too late.